Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. All right, so what we got here on the market, guys? Well, Dow Jones going down 2.58% in just a matter of 1 hour. Then we got Nasdaq a whopping 3.56% down on the day, 716 points. S&P also going down near 3%, and look at right here, Russell going down the most, 4.43%. Now, do we know this coming? Well, absolutely, because I gave you guys a hint right here in my video over the weekend on December 16th that something is brewing and VIX is breaking out. And you can see even on my mega cap video right here, it says Tesla rally ends soon. And what happened today? Well, absolutely moneymaker, because market was just going grinding and going even higher. It was a really bad melt up in the market, and puts, they were flying all over the place. Now a lot of people, they buy weekly puts, same day expiration. Not here in this case. We try to go long, especially even on shorter side, and even on the longer side we buy time. And boy oh boy, I mean, how many, I can't even call it out guys. There is so many. Marble, you got triple Q, Nvidia puts I called today near 136. That thing 130 puts went over the money, 128 right now. And then we had Tesla puts event today. JPM puts, we had it for a couple days. That thing also took a beating. We had Q's puts, many puts right here that we were just holding for that big pullback to happen. And finally, guys, I mean, you can see right here, Marble puts right here. Also JPM. Then we got what's this one right here? Tesla. Also, these plays, a lot of money to be made even on the daily trades that I actually took. Amazon put 3 days ago, closed today, that was actually underwater, and from there 40%. This play right here, if you look at my screen, this was a shorter term short position that I took December 27th. And what happened guys? I mean, absolutely money making plays right here. IWM we picked up yesterday, and we sold today early in the morning, and that's why there was no loss on that, because I would not play any calls, especially when the market is hitting all-time highs. So I don't really care what the J Powell is saying, what's going on with the rate cuts and all that. We already know something was brewing, and it was coming, and it came, and it took all the bulls with it. So if you actually are one of those guys who likes to chase, unfortunately, you're not gonna make it back up today, because everything just took a massive beating. So that is why these videos needs to come out regularly. And I mean, you can see right here, 38 likes. I mean, come on guys, we can do better than that. This video got 87 likes. I mean, we need 100 plus likes on each videos, and that way I can put out these contents. And not to mention, if you go back and watch actually a play that I actually gave out right here on Google, go check it out today. I said I'll be shorting Google, and what happened today? And not only today, it was already green, then went back up to 200. You could have made even more money, and that was a play that was discussed right here in this video. So all these trade ideas are also coming out on my Patreon, and if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and join the Patreon, and that is just a fantastic way to get started in the market, guys. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. Well, not gonna talk about it. All red, guys. All red. 4%, 4%, 3.38%, over 3%. Big down day in the market. Now map right here. Big mega cap stocks. Well, red across the board. And guess what? Who did it? Jay Powell. I don't even know what this guy said, and I'm not even gonna go and listen to the same crap that he's been saying. All we know that rate cuts are not bullish. We know that, but it's been going up, just slowly going up every day. Then we also know that dollar rising, we got TNX rising, yield rising. That is typically not bullish for the market, and especially for the growthy names. And some people, they were just in a denial that no, it's just gonna continue. Here's another one that I took live in my Discord, and I don't think anybody took it. Broadcom, I actually got puts here on Broadcom at 242. added two more times. And today, I mean, this thing got massacred. I mean, down 7%, guys. Puts not only went in the money, way over the money. So all these plays paid. Nvidia was up 4%. And what happened here? We got in at 4%, and now it's down 1%. So we caught a 5% move to the downside. Everything is down, and guess what? Guess what, guys? UNH, this thing is up 3% almost. And I'm in here on UNH because I know that if these things actually take a breather, they come off. Guess what? Oversold things like UNH, a big name, can go up, and that is actually up for the day. On triple Q is down 3.61%, and we'll discuss what Jay Powell said at the end of my video. But let's just discuss what we got as a candle today, guys. I mean, massive bearish structure here, bearish looking candle, wiping off all the gains. And look at what happened, guys. Just one day. And that is why, yes, you want to be bullish in the market. Over time, market goes up. And trust me, when there is a big dip, I'm the biggest bull and I'll be buying stuff. But when things are just grinding and going higher, melt up, I'm not gonna go buy calls. I'm not gonna chase this like other people are chasing. Yeah, they're making a little bit of money here and there, but absolutely no way to go here and buy calls. And guess what? Bears, yes, they can do it in one day. I mean, this is massive. I mean, how many days of trading here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, I mean, 9, 10, 11 a day today, and all the gains wiped off, and we did not even hold here at the gap fill, and now it's holding right here at 515. So there is another gap at 510, and we can get there. It's possible. That's under the 20-day moving average right here, this white line, which is at 518.45. So if you're really bullish here on the market, and especially if we talk about Santa rally, well, I think it already happened. And yes, we might get some sort of a bounce, especially if you look at a 15-minute chart, it's getting oversold. Yes, we can get some sort of a bounce, maybe up to 518 to 520, and possibly up to even 525 before going down even more. Now, going back to all-time highs, you see how rapidly things came down, right? And that is why, even yesterday, I was looking at a few things and messages on my Discord, and these people are buying Tesla calls. Even this morning, I mean, can I buy Tesla here? What happened? I mean, yes, we got a big sell-off, but we already knew that it was coming. It was brewing. Something was brewing. Market breath was really bad. It was coming. We all knew it, and you're still buying calls. So, I mean, who's gonna save you? Nobody can save you. And that is, if you're not shorting, that's totally fine. But don't go and buy calls here. Wait for that pullback. Wait for a pullback and see if the support can hold, where buyers are actually coming in and buying the dip, and then you go in and buy that dip, not just blindly go in here on top and get a call, and then next thing you know, you got a 4% pullback in just a matter of one day, and it's not stopping. It's still going down 515. So tomorrow, your line the sand right here, guys. 516, and underneath that level, there will be supported 510 gap fill reversal, which is kind of in line with this 50-day moving average at 506. To the upside, resistant at 518.45, 520, 525, and then 527. On SPY ETF, it's down almost 3%. So this is insane. I mean, if you look at my screen, in just one day, I mean, typically you don't see these kind of pullbacks. So something has broken inside, something is going on. And like I said, we'll talk about Powell here in a minute, but that's not the factor. All we need to know that yield curve is rising, and it's actually uninverting. And then we have a high, a dollar which is going up for a couple of days now, and in top of that, guys, VIX getting crushed pretty much every day, and now finally, I mean, that thing is up like 52%. So when you see things like that, people that have actually experience in this market, they don't go and buy long. They don't go and buy Tesla, they don't go and buy Apple hitting all-time highs, and we all know that it's just not for me. It was really frustrating to actually go and trade this because it would just continue to go up, but it's really slow. It can't really make that much money. I mean, look at how much money we made on this move to the downside, especially when there is a big move. And now, I mean, it's under lower Bollinger Band, which is at near 590. So we talked about it before many times in my video. 586, your line that's in, and so far that's holding. Now if that gives up, I think that is the election gap right here. So there is another $10 to the downside can happen, 576.74. So prepare for that under 586, and things still can actually stay oversold. But don't forget, high volume selling here, guys. Really high volume selling. So there is serious selling here today, and bears definitely took control over this selling. Now I would not go and celebrate and say this is actually a crash and you guys gonna get a big dip. We still need more confirmation, even though some of these patterns nowadays don't really work, like big bearish engulfing candle and the next day you'll get a gap up. So we need some follow through. Now to the upside, if there is actually some sort of a counter trend rally, there will be resistance at 590, possibly retracing lower Bollinger Band and hitting this 50 SMA. Over that, we can talk about 596 to even 600 on SPY ETF. On Dow Jones is down 2.61%, and this is getting decimated. It was down for 9 days in a row, and now the 10th day, what do we got? Massive bearish engulfing candle, and we almost closing this gap right here from election. So I'm pretty sure SPY is going down there to close that gap, and then followed by Qs. So all these are coming back, but it's getting a bit oversold. A lot of people get it wrong. You see hourly 4 hour chart and it's oversold. And what they would do, they didn't buy puts here, they bought calls, and now they would go and chase and they would buy puts here. Like, oh, I got the puts right now. It's going down, baby. And next thing you know, boom, there is a gap up and you're losing money both ways. So now it's not the time. And if you're not in on any kind of a short position in this market, do not go and try to short this now. I would not short this anymore unless you have a position from here. So now the next stop right here at 423, gap fill reversal possibly can happen. If there is a bounce, watch out for resistance at 430 and 433, and then we can talk about more upside. But looking at the volume today, guys, it's really high on all the indices. So it is something to really look into before you go long and buy this dip, which could be a falling knife. On IWM, it's down 4.43%. So talking about this, and I actually got a text message just about a couple months ago, and this person goes by, go get IWM call. What was it? 300 calls, and it would be near the money by end of this year. And looks like we took a wrong turn here, guys. I mean, 300. This thing barely got up to 245, and since then, the rest is history because rate cuts are not bullish. Those are not bullish. In the short term, we saw some run up to the upside. Things were looking good, but it's not bullish. And then we have rising dollar, rising yield, and you think that market is just going to continue every day. Yes, it was going, but at some point, things will break down. And this is the breakdown point. I mean, look at the stretch here. Lower Bollinger Band sitting at near 227, and the ETF itself down almost 4.5% down to 220 and barely holding that right here. So IWM 220 gives up. We might be filling this gap right here at 212.78. If there is some sort of a counter trend rally, there will be resistance, and I'll be looking. Yes, I'll be looking to possibly short this on a counter trend rally up to 226 to 230 if there is actually a rally, but not gonna go and short this right here. That is a no-no. It's already oversold on shorter time frame, and even on this daily time frame you have to wait if you want to short this for a bounce. Otherwise, don't do nothing, because now if you actually get calls, you might be buying this falling knife, or if you're shorting into the hole at this point. VIX is up 74% on the day. Now, you guys saw that, and that is why it's kind of weird. This thing is up $12, and the market, yes, it came down, but I was expecting more the way this thing went up. Now, this is what you guys saw on my thumbnail, on my video over the weekend. This pattern right here that I actually drew on my TradingView account. And look at this breakout here. This candle you saw, and the next massive candle we got is this one. And now, yes, there will be support at 26, there will be support at 23, and then at 20. So watch out for that. If this thing continues, it can push higher up to 30, and who knows, last time it actually got up to, where was it, guys, 65. and I think it was even more pre-market. So yes, it can go much higher, but at this point, it's getting really overstretched. So watch out. There might be some sort of a pullback. This thing will cool off before heading higher. Just to give you guys a quick glimpse of 10-year yield right here, you can see it's up 2.44%. We got matching highs right here. So if this thing breaks out over 4.50, that should take TNX up to this high right here. That's gonna be 4.70. Now here on dollar, also this thing is making a big move. And if you look at my screen, I mean, boy oh boy, I mean, look at this monster move today here in the dollar. Massive bullish engulfing candle, up 1.22%, and now it's over this previous high right here. That's 107.47. So that's gonna be your line in the sand right here on dollar. And as this thing rises even more, that can put a lot more pressure on S&P 500, and looks like that is a breakout. So you got to be really careful in this market, especially people that are looking to go long on that first pullback. I would say sit back, relax, and wait and see what the market does from here. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great night.